Hello, my beautiful geniuses. Peace and lollipops. Oh, pardon me. Someone just burped. Better afternoon. Anyway, we're looking at parables, which are stories with meanings. And we're looking at Matthew chapter 25, verses 14 as our next parable. And it's a very interesting story which relates business practices to our spiritual relationship with God. Let me summarize it for you. Basically, there was this very rich man, shall we say Mr. Bill Gates, and he went away on another holiday trip, and he went to India. He was going to do a bit of work and see his family pack there. But before he went, he said to three of his big bosses, he said, I've got 3 businesses that need looking after. And what I'd like you to do, I'm going to give each one of you the business to manage. And will you please make sure that it's all tickety-boo, we get it's working well, we're getting our investments sorted, some profits, stuff plowed back into community, etc, etc, etc. So anyway, cut a long story short, Mr. Bill Gates had nuclear investments in UK. So he said, right, the clean energy nuclear investment goes to you, sir. And then he said to the other guy, he said, right, the water investment in Africa, you need to look after that. And then he said, lastly, to the other guy, I want you to please keep an eye on my investment in Temu in China. So off he went. And yeah, what happened was the guy who had the nuclear power, he immediately got to work. He had all sorts of bright ideas, spoke to UK government, they managed to hustle up some more deals. And UK said, how about we make some more deals with Donald Trump, president? And that was all going well. So he's spending lots of cash. The other person who had his investments in the African family pack to look after the water investments, he also did a jolly good job, and they started supplying fresh water to different mines, and yeah, it was all going really well. But unfortunately, the person who had the investment to look after Temu in China, Mr. Bill Gates' shares there, well, that person was unfortunately a bit lazy and a bit frightened, and wouldn't take any risks or any chances in business. So he basically took the money that Mr. Bill Gates had given him to invest in Temu, and he just went to his back garden. Hey darlings, please. Went to his back garden, dug a big hole, and stuck all the money, cashed it out, stuck all the money in the back of his garden. Anyway, cut long story short, Mr. Bill Gates came back, checked on everyone, was very happy with the nuclear investment, lots of good international deals hustled, more investment back into community, and some profits to keep the businesses going. And he said, well done. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you even more businesses of mine to supervise. And the guy was like, where? Winner, chicken dinner. Then the other guy, he was managing the investment in Africa. Mr. Bill Gates was also amazingly happy. And he said, tell you what, I'm going to give you my other businesses in Africa to manage because you're doing such a jolly good job. So yeah, he took over some NGO supervision, and he was also happy. So I was like, whoa, winner, chicken dinner. And then lastly, Mr. Bill Gates called the guy who had to manage Temu in China, his Temu shares in China, and he called him into his office and he was like, okay, can you give me a report back? Guy said, well, I know you're very strict, Mr. Bill Gates, and I was scared. So I took all the money that you had given me to invest in Temu and projects there, and I stuck it in the back of my garden in a deep hole, and there it is. And he pulled out his dirty rucksack and he pulled out all this grubby money, exactly the same amount that Mr. Bill Gates had given him, with no investments, no increase, no return on profits, nothing. So Mr. Bill Gates said, hang on a minute, you say that I'm strict? He said, you're just lazy. He said, you're fired. So the guy had to pack his bags and go. And then Mr. Bill Gates turned to the other guys. He said, you did such a jolly good job that you can invest, you can manage my investments with Tamu, because they're a brilliant company and they look after their staff and their customers very well. So yeah, how does this relate to our relationship with God? Well, it's quite simple really. I'm sure you got it already. Basically, God gives each one of you the most amazing gifts and talents to use. Just like Mr. Bill Gates gave all those gentlemen who are working in business, just like he gave them investments to look after. So God has invested in you. And each one of you has special, amazing, superpower gifts and talents in your brain, in your body. And God says, can you go out and use those gifts and talents? Because I blessed you with them. So yeah, and ultimately, even if we mess up, remember our whole theme running through all these YouTube videos. My mum said I must be sure to tell you. Even when we mess up and we don't invest our talents and things well, we can always ask God to redeem us, to forgive us and give us another chance. And it's the same for all of us, whether we're using our gifts and talents or whether we're just sticking it in the back of our garden and not using it. None of us is perfect. And yeah, the main point of the story is trust your boss, trust God. And yeah, believe in him. Believe that he loves you so much that he went to the cross to give his life for you, and now he lives again to pray for you. So yeah, that's the main point of the story. Don't call God mean. Don't say, oh, you're horrible God, you mean God, because God really loves you. And yeah, that's the whole point of the story. So I hope that's clear enough. Mum, I hope you're happy with that. I do love you, Mum. Respect, peace, V-power. My boy lollipop, I love you. You know who you are. Peace, V. G-power, V-power. Peace.